Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, man. I guess you could say breaking news. The WBC has ordered Errol Spence versus Tim Bradley. Well, that would be a great fight. And here's the thing. The sanctioned bodies can order all the fights that they want, but it doesn't mean they're going to happen. They didn't. How many fights have they ordered to happen and they still didn't happen? So I'll take this with a grain of sand. That would be a awesome. I mean, man, that would be an awesome fight. But at the end of the day, I would have Errol Spence beating Tim Bradley, possibly stopping him. We already know Tim Bradley is going to give it his all. He's going to fight his ass off. But I just think Errol Spence would be too much for Tim Bradley. I have Errol Spence stopping Tim Bradley in the late rounds, possibly in the 9th or 10th round. I just think Errol Spence's body attack, I mean, his precise punching, I mean, his patience, his ring generalship would just be too much for Tim Bradley. Plus, we already know Tim Bradley isn't a heavy puncher, and I just don't think he can just put enough on Errol Spence to have him thinking or having him hesitant to come in. I think Errol Spence would be able to take Tim Bradley's best punches. I think Errol Spence would wear Tim Bradley down, and I think he would just win this fight. But I would commend Tim Bradley if he was to take this fight, because we know Errol Spence is one of the most feared welterweights, or should I say feared fighters right now. If you want to go pound for pound, I'll say he's one of the most feared fighters pound for pound. People just don't want to fight that dude, you know. So let's see what happens, man. This would be great. This would be a great fight for boxing. If somehow, some way this could get made, this would be an awesome fight, because it's looking like Kell Brook and Amir Khan is going to happen. And it just proves that Kell Brook is just full of shit. Unfortunately, he's just full of shit. Kell Brook is just a very difficult fighter to negotiate with. And this is going to hurt Kell Brook, you know, down the line. People are going to be like, damn, this dude just refused to take on the tough fights. And, you know, to be honest with you, he took the Triple G fight for more money. And that's what it was all about. Even though he did some good things against Triple G, in the long run, he ended up losing the fight. But let's see what happens. I hope this fight happens. I hope Tim Bradley takes this fight. If I start hearing a bunch of stuttering and Errol Spence hasn't done enough to get a fight with me, then I'm going to be like, here we go again. So this would be incredibly disappointing if this fight doesn't take place. But all I can say is, let's just hope this fight happens. I'm out.